welcome back to day 2. Now, what we're doing here this week is I'm giving you guys a little sneak peek into the Sewing Squad, which is our monthly sewing membership that is so much fun. We've been doing this for about 2.5 years now, and I absolutely love it. And I'm giving you guys a little sneak peek into the Sewing Squad, and today we're working on day 2 of this adorable snowman. So I'm going to show you how to make the hat and the scarf. Isn't it just so cute? I've done a variety of different hats and scarves over the years. I've made so many, I've hundreds and hundreds of these snowmen. They are just so much fun. So let's jump into day 2 and make some hats and scarves. Polar fleece is very forgiving. It's very fun and easy to work with. But the biggest thing is you want to make sure you're using the right side. There definitely is a right and a wrong side. So just look at your fleece. I can tell just by looking at it, and usually the right side is softer. So you're going to take your trim piece and have the fuzziest side out, right? So just fold it in half like this. And then, you know, I'm going to switch to my overhead camera. There we go. So, and then you're going to just line it up along that raw edge. And we're just going to simply sew the two pieces together. And everything I do for this will be with 1/4 inch foot. And I'm not going to change out my thread colors for any of this. Now, when you are sewing fleece, sometimes a walking foot is helpful. It doesn't always want to move. I mean, it's moving fine. Like, I don't feel like I need to put on a walking foot for this. When I'm doing bigger projects with fleece, I will put it on because it does just pull it through there a lot nicer. Back stitch at the beginning and the end. And then what you're going to do for the hat is you're going to open that up so that your seam is now on the inside of the hat, and you're going to fold your right sides together here. And, you know, do your best to match up the intersection right here. And sometimes I will pin or clip that just to keep it all together. And now you're going to sew this hat along the side. This will end up being your back seam. Now keep in mind, these hats, you can get really creative with them. Now, this is essentially how I'm going to finish the hat. This is the inside. We're going to just turn it right side out. And then what I like to do is I like to take and bunch it up, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a rubber band around the top and then cut this to look like a pom-pom. You could also do that from the inside, okay? So if you took the hat and you can either stitch around that. I like to get these little rubber bands. You get them in the hair aisle at like Walgreens, and you buy the smallest sizes you can get. And you just wrap it around there a couple of times. I like the rubber bands. Like, I've used these for years. So you do that on the inside if you want. And then you've got this, you know, cute little hat at the top. And then I will, like, you know, those pom-poms that you can purchase at, you know, Hobby Lobby or Michael's, the pre-made ones. You can put it on the top, or you could make one out of yarn. You could do so many different things with this hat. Couldn't be easier. So mine is 22 inches long. You can make it be a little longer if you want. And then what I do is I just cut little slits going, I don't know, inch and a half up. And they're not all even. They're not all the same. And that way when you tie it around the neck, the scarf is all done. So that's the hat and the scarf. Super simple. So was that easier than you thought? Isn't it just so fun? And you guys, it's so versatile. You can use so many different fabrics for the hat and the scarves. I love the polar fleece because it's very forgiving. You can make all these cute little fringes and you don't have to worry about your fabric fraying. You can use recycled sweaters. You can use Sherpa. The possibilities truly are endless. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now tomorrow, be sure you come back. We're going to put the whole thing together and make this whole snowman just look so dang cute. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you want more information about our fun Sewing Squad sewing membership, head to the description. The link is right there. You can check it out. We would love to have you join us. You get immediate access to over 30 patterns and courses that we already have available, plus the really fun upcoming courses and patterns that we're going to have for this next holiday season. Now, be sure you come back tomorrow because we're going to put this all together and finish up our cute little snowmen.